Today we learned Omicron has now made its way to the University of Arizona. Researchers identified the first cases of the newest COVID variant this morning.
All of this as we approach one of the year's biggest holidays. Tonight, ABC 15 political reporter Mark Phillips breaks down the federal help that's on the way.
Valleywise Hospital's emergency department is always busy. Adding to the wait times are COVID patients being treated with monoclonal antibodies, between 5 and 10 patients a day.
Now we're talking, a 3.5 to 4 hour stay in the emergency department, tying up those resources around that.
Valleywise and several other Arizona hospitals are about to get help. President Biden is sending emergency response teams to Arizona and 5 other states. Those teams each consist of 100 or more medical professionals, including monoclonal antibody treatment teams. One will be assigned to Valleywise Hospital.
Would allow us to get those patients to a more appropriate location to be able to do this, utilize this extra personnel, and have the personnel that we have, here locally be dedicated back to their home departments, like being able to service additional patients in the volumes that we're seeing in the emergency departments.
Many of the state's hospitals are overwhelmed by COVID, especially in Arizona's rural areas. With the cheer of the holidays comes the dread of what may lie ahead.
But make no mistake, they have every reason to be concerned as we are, because this is a first pandemic in 102 years. We're struggling, and we're doing everything we can to mobilize the resources.
The Department of Health and Human Services is reopening the Strategic National Stockpile so states can get PPE and ventilators. And much like the early days of COVID, the federal government will open COVID testing sites in Arizona.
The most important thing now is that we need the public to help us. We still have a long way to go to get everybody vaccinated and boosted.
Valleywise expects the federal emergency teams to be on its campus first of the year, but they'll be dispersed around the state sooner than that. Mark Phillips, ABC 15, Arizona.